And turning back to our own island of St. Croix, News Channel 8 Small brings us the crime report there.
4 masked men came into Cheeseburgers in Paradise, right in back of me here in the east end of St. Croix, at around 1:30 Saturday morning, or that would make it Friday night. Here's what happened, according to witnesses and employees at the scene, and Melody Rames, VIPD spokesperson. 4 masked men came in, and at least 2 of them had what appeared to be 9mm guns. They were all masked. They all had on like dark pants, black pants, and suede shoes. Then they took an undisclosed amount of money. Fortunately, no one was injured here. They saw the men kind of run off, but they believed that they had a couple of vehicles that were parked not too far from the scene. Meanwhile, this case has been referred to the Criminal Investigative Bureau. That number is 712-6077, or you could always call 911 if you know anything about this armed robbery. Let's move along over the weekend. Before that, actually, on Friday night at Consumer Gas Station in Grove Place, that's when a 54-year-old man was shot in his leg as he parked his 93 black Toyota, a RAV4. And that's when 3 or 4 men apparently shot him in his leg and then commandeered that Toyota. So we're looking for a 93 black Toyota RAV4. This crime has also been referred to the Criminal Investigation Bureau at 712-6077 again, or 712-6033, 712-6037, or you can always call 911. Here we are in the east end of St. Croix, and if you know anything about these crimes, please call the authorities immediately so we can get these bad guys off the streets. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
We have more news following this break. Rain. It's been inclement weather all weekend long. News Channel 8's Wes Small brings us an update on the situation.
Wow, well, as you can see behind me, the rain here really took its toll over the weekend. The United States Virgin Islands pretty much got hit with like 72 hours of straight rain. Here's what's going on. The National Weather Service is watching the system closely to see if it could develop into a tropical depression or even a tropical storm. And if so, that storm would be called Kyle. Once it moves over the open water, the tropical storm is not likely to develop out of the system until it has moved north. But I got to tell you, the National Weather Service says we have more rain coming in our territory for like all of this week. So we do have a lot of flooding and so forth. But look at this. I mean, this is like major. And a lot of roads in St. Croix are flooding, so please be very careful on the roads. Accidents are happening at huge proportions. You need to slow it down. Hydroplaning on the Melvin Evans Highway and so forth. This is bad news to drivers, so take your time, use your detours, and use your patience.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know that some of you have to go to work. Some of you still have kids who are going to school, as well as some medical emergencies or whatever have you. But we want to ask you to please take your time on the roads. It's wet. Roads that you're accustomed to drive on at a certain speed may have developed a puddle of water. And what happens when you hit that water at a certain speed, you're going to what you call hydroplane. That means you're going to run on top of the water rather than your tires touching the road. And that in itself means that you're getting control of the vehicle. So slow down, take your time. You need to get somewhere as fast as you need to, but if you do, then call 911 and we will afford you the escort that's necessary. For your safety as well as others, you got to drive for others and they're driving for you too. So please slow down. It's raining. The weather is very nasty out there, and I know that you can see what's happening. If you don't need to be on the road today, please stay home. However, if you're driving, be mindful that there's water on the road, heavy runoffs in certain areas, and it can cause some significant result of you not maintaining control. So slow down and be mindful of what's happening today.
Of course, News Channel 8 will keep you posted on our weather situation with Rob St. Pierre later on in the show. So for now, as you can see, proceed with extreme caution because of all the rain that we've been getting in our territory. Here on Company Street, St. Croix, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.